Alright everyone, introducing Ali. Ali's been training with me now since January.
But before January, I think November.
Okay, yeah. So it's been about six months. Nice one, cool. Just going to listen to Ali. He's going to tell us a bit about his story, yeah?
Sure.
Alright Ali, so what was life like before personal training with me?
Well, I mean, I'm a student at the moment, so my life was very unhealthy, sleeping late, eating unhealthy. My first session with Dan was actually not a physical one. When we came in, he took me through all the nutrients and different types of foods and how I should manage my eating schedules and what I should eat. And I think from someone who's not got a very scientific background into this, it was quite knowledgeable for me to understand where everything comes from and sort of cut out some of the bad things that I do in my life. And I mean, I don't drink or smoke, but it was still important to know that certain breads and certain dairy and certain cheeses and certain foods that I was eating on a daily basis weren't going to help me put on weight or weren't going to help me do my workouts properly and not have enough energy to do my workouts. So I think that's pretty much the ethos of what was happening before, that I wasn't eating properly and I wasn't living properly, and I think that was pretty much what I was doing before, and that's probably something I changed. So
cool, thanks Ali. And before personal training, what were you most skeptical about?
I think the thing I was most skeptical about is, I think the image of personal trainers is about pushing as hard as you can, and it's all about weights and gains and lifting as much as you can. So you come in with a bit of fear, thinking that you don't know, the person doesn't know what your maximum is, and you might injure yourself, you might hurt yourself, and it's all. I mean, you're always worried about the relationship you have with the trainer. So that was my number one worry. But I think that's something that you can develop when you get a rapport with a trainer, and I think that's something that I managed to achieve working out with them.
Cheers, mate. And what specific results have you achieved?
Well, when I came in, I was 58 kgs. Our main goal was to put on weight, and I think at the moment I'm weighing in at about 64, 65. So that's a gain of about 7-8 kgs on a lot of fitness-based, aerobic-based activities. We've seen a lot of improvements. I wasn't able to do more than 1 or 2 push-ups. I can go 20 straight now. I wasn't able to do a single dip. I can do 10. So there have been definite gains over there. There's definitely a lot more gains to be made, but I think there's been a steep learning curve for me. But I can feel it every morning when I get up and when I want to do physical activities. From what we've seen physically, there's been a change in me as well. So
cool, mate.
I think that's
nice one. And so, like, thinking back, what your life was like before and what your life like is now, what sort of changes have you seen?
I think when you work out with Dan, he teaches you about so many different things. Is that it's not about coming to the gym, it's about a lifestyle. And it's not just about how many weights you can pick up, it's about so many different things: the way you walk, the way your body is structured, the way your posture is, what you eat, when you wake up, how you think about fitness. And I think that's the most important thing that I've learned from these sessions, is that training is not something you come in 3 times a week for half an hour and do, but it's something that's constantly happening. When you wake up, do your push-ups. When you're eating, make sure you're eating something good. When you're walking, make sure you have the right posture. When you're running, make sure you have the right posture. When you come into the gym, work as hard as you can. Keep drinking water. It's just a constant focus. Sleep at the right time, wake up at the right time. So I think that's probably the thing that's changed the most for me, to thinking the gym is just about weights to thinking it's more of a lifestyle. So.
Cool. Nice one, Ali. Thanks for doing that, mate. Top man.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
Thanks.